Mars Volta and Dolly on acid, if you can even picture that as being a thing.
Yeah, a lot of people...
You're like, wait, wasn't Dolly already on acid? Be like, yeah, but more.
A lot of people put them together, but I think they work together. They actually, and they use one of the, like, the melting clock that Dolly does a lot. They, Mars Volta used that in one of their images.
I love their album covers too. Like, I was just re-looking at the album cover for D-Louse in the Comatorium. Did you ever notice the kid in the back right with his hands over his face?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, but probably not.
Well, you know what the album is? It's like that golden egg head that's like shooting a beam of light out.
Yeah, basically.
I was even looking at that. I was like, the goose who lays the golden egg, like, you know, is that like...
Well, it's based on their buddy that OD'd and how crazy he was at the time.
Right, I remember them talking about that.
That guy. But even though it was more or less them talking about themselves too, because they weren't as bad as him, but they were all shooting dope at the time.
They weren't dead at that time, but they were on that path. They knew they were on that path.
But their buddy died, and he helped them write the music, more or less. I'm not sure.
Alright, that would be Goose that lays the golden egg. I can see that, and now it's just a severed head on a fucking medical table.
Right. That makes sense.
Yet, if you look at it, bro, there's this kid in the back right corner of the artwork on like a doorway into the operating room that just has his hands over his face, and he's just like kind of like casting shadows. It's so weird because I have never noticed that before.
Crazy. Yeah, you listen to Dailies a lot. I feel like you need to listen to Nocturnicate more and get used to those songs, Whip Hand and Aegis and shit, like, because so we can relate to those more. Because that era, they kind of skipped over it a bit. They were quick with that era. They went right on to the next album. Like, they were putting a lot out in a small period of time. But I honestly love them. Because Omar wrote everything, and basically just Cedric came at the end and threw the lyrics on, but it's a little bit more commercialized.
Yeah, Cedric even said like he does like just mumbling over the track, and then he puts in words over it, which is not the first time I've heard an artist say that. Yellow Wolf, which is a completely different genre of music, obviously. Yellow Wolf said he does kind of like the same thing. He gets like the cadence down, like the melody, you know, of how the sounds are without having the actual words and then just fill in the words.
Yeah,
which makes sense from Cedric's point why the fucking lyrics are so fucking bizarre. Transoceanic death to this earth.
Right.
Caught in the sailor's tail.
Right, it's crazy. Yeah, and you look at the lyrics, fucking a mane of needles and shit, like the lion's mane of needles in one song. I'm like, that's
corn the torso with his corn the torso with his needle something or other.
That's from Nocturnicate, a lion's mane of needles, and he has a voice modulator. It's like all crazy. That's yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Like, I've listened to all their albums.
He really experimented with his voice on that. I don't know why I keep thinking of that album, but I've been listening to it a lot. Like, I'll walk up to your place, I'll put that album on, and pretty much by the time I get up there, the album's just about done. Yeah, it's good times. Francis Demuth, I love, like, Sigmund Cygnus, which is funny, because Rush was the only other band that had Cygnus X1, you know what I mean? And they were kind of Rush fans, but just the fact that that's hard for me to listen to because